Hi, my name is Ari. Thank you for joining me today. Find a comfortable seat, whether that is in a cross-legged position or Virasana. And it might be helpful to get a bolster or a blanket or a pillow to place under your hips to make this position feel a little bit more comfortable. I also have 2 blocks. You may or may not need them. So grab anything that you need, find a comfortable seat, and rest your hands comfortably on your thighs. And I invite you to close your eyes. Connect with your breath, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Allow yourself to arrive on your mat. Feel your sit bones evenly rooting into the support beneath you. Shoulder blades draw down the back. Crown of the head lifts up towards the sky. Thank yourself for showing up today to practice. During class, I'd like to focus on the quality of santosha, or contentment. Richard Freeman writes, "Contentment is the ability to be happy right now for no particular reason at all." Right now, you are going to temporarily suspend your worries, your cares, and desires. And you are going to drop your theories and conclusions about what is happening and simply experience the radiance of pure being as it is. The ability to be content with life's circumstances, the skill of seeing the sacred nature of the world as it is arising, and of being patient as the world discloses itself, is a profoundly deep capacity that we cultivate, and it is also one of the keys to the entire practice of yoga. So I invite you to welcome contentment into your life today, whether that is being content with showing up for yourself, being content with how your body's feeling today. Let's just be. Bring the palms to touch at heart center in Anjali Mudra. And I invite you to set an intention, whether that is for class today, for the rest of your day, anything you'd like to focus on. Set your intention and then let it go. When you're ready, release the hands, open the eyes, and let's meet in hands and knees. Moving any props out of the way that you might have been sitting on. Stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And let's flip the right hand over so the back of the hand is pressing into your mat. Fingertips are pointed towards your knees. And you can either stay here or you can move your body back a little bit, really stretching into that wrist. If that's a little too much, you can go forward and back, making this a slow movement, making it as deep as you want. This is honestly kind of intense right now, so I'm being really gentle with my body, so I welcome you to do so too. And stay here for one more round of breath. Let's switch sides. Shake that wrist out a little if you need to. Press the right hand into the mat. Flip the left hand over. And then find the stretch that will feel good to you. If you just want to stay here, if this is enough, just being here in hands and knees, that's great. If you want to move back a little bit, stretching into the wrist, you can do that. Listen to your body. And stay connected with your breath. If you want to move forward and back, you can do that as well. Finding any gentle movement here. Let's release, shake that wrist out if you'd like. And then let's flip the hands around so the palms are pressed into the mat, thumbs are pointed out, fingertips are pointed towards your knees. And again, you can stay here if this is enough. If you'd like to move your body back a little bit, stretching further, you can stay here in stillness, or you can move slowly forward and back in space. And notice how this feels. Notice where you feel this the most, in your wrists, your forearms, perhaps your fingers. And stay here for one more round of breath. Let's face the fingertips forward, and let's sit back on the heels. Shake those wrists out, give them a little break. You can make wrist circles if that would feel nice. And then let's come back to hands and knees. And we'll take a flowy cat-cow. Toes can be untucked or tucked. If you'd like a little bit more of a toe and a foot stretch here, you can tuck your toes. So let's exhale, round the spine, press the hips back towards the heels. Inhale, arch the back, pull the heart forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Continue moving at your own pace, trying to link your breath with this movement, going as slowly as is possible. Making sure you have deep, expansive exhalations and inhalations here. Notice how this movement feels. Let's do one more round. We'll meet back in hands and knees. Toes can be untucked now. And then make sure that your hands are evenly pressing into the mat. Find a drishti, a focal point, about a foot in front of you to help you keep your balance. We'll send the right leg back long. Foot is lifted. Heel should be approximately in line with your hip. Foot is flexed, toes pointed towards the ground. Keep your breath flowing. Notice your core engaging here. You can either stay here, or if you'd like, you can join me by reaching the left arm out long. Palm faces the midline, fingertips reaching towards the front of your room. And you can either stay here, or you're welcome to come out of it. Or if you would like to take it a little further, exhale, bring your elbow to your knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale out. Exhale in. Let's do one more. We'll meet an extension here. Release the hand, release the knee. Rock your hips slowly back and forth from side to side. Let's prepare for the other side. Find your drishti. Send your left leg back long. Notice the engagement that's happening in your core, in your shoulders. And check in with your hips. Try to keep those as level as possible. And if you'd like to join me, you can reach the right arm out long. Palm faces the midline. Really reach those fingertips forward and the heel back. Come back to your breath. If you'd like to join me, bring the elbow to the knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Do 2 more. Stay strong. Keep flowing with your breath here. We'll meet extended. Release out. Rock your hips slowly back and forth from side to side. Let's come back to tabletop position. And next is yogi's choice. You can either come into a puppy pose or a downward facing dog. If you know which pose you want to go into, go ahead and take it now. If you'd like to come into puppy pose, from hands and knees, reach the arms out long, palms press down, heart melts into the mat as your booty pushes back. For downward facing dog, walk your hands forward a little bit, tuck your toes, lift your hips up towards the sky. And if you came into downward facing dog, you can rock your hips back and forth from side to side if you'd like. You can pedal out the legs here. Find any movement that will feel good in your body. And then come into stillness for a few rounds of breath. Really extending the spine here. Feel the tailbone reaching back. If you came into puppy pose, join us in downward facing dog. And then let's walk the hands back towards the feet. We'll come into Uttanasana, forward fold. You can bend and straighten the legs here if you'd like. You can slowly move your hips back and forth from side to side. Find any opening that's going to feel nice. If it's the morning and your body's just waking up, please be kind. Don't push yourself too hard. When you're ready, come into stillness in your forward fold, grabbing onto whatever's available to you. Your shins, your ankles, the ground, if that's on your fingertips, or you could place blocks underneath your hands. Let your head hang heavy. Shift your weight into the balls of your feet. Inhale, come up halfway, hands come to the shins here. Exhale, fold forward. On your next inhalation, sweep the arms wide, come all the way up to stand, palms come to touch at the top. Exhale, push the air down. Come to stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. Palms face forward. Feel the 4 corners of your feet evenly rooting into your mat. Stand tall and strong in your mountain pose. And I invite you to take a scan of your body and notice how you're feeling. Bring your hands to your hips and bring your feet together. We'll come into eagle pose next. Slightly bend the knees and cross your left leg over your right. You have a few options here. The left big toe, I'll face you so you can see this real quick. Your left big toe can be resting on the mat, or you can lift that foot up, or you can wrap that foot around the back of your right calf. So find your variation. Find a drishti, a focal point on the wall in front of you, not moving. Bring your arms out wide. into a T, and then cross your right arm over your left. And then here you have a few options. You can either bring your hands to your shoulders, you can bring the backs of your hands to touch, or you can wrap your hands around and bring the palms of your hands to touch. Wherever you're at, check in with your triceps. They should be parallel with the floor. And if your hands are up, your forearms are pulling away from your body. Can you bend into that leg a little bit more? Take a deep round of breath. Let's unwind, shake it out a little, and prepare for the other side. Hands come to your hips, feet are together, bend into those legs, cross the right leg over the left, and then find your variation. Does your big toe want to be on the ground? Is that foot going to be lifted? Or do you want to try to wrap the top of the right foot around the back of the left leg? Find your variation. Find your gaze that allows you to stay focused and balanced here. Bring your arms out wide into a T. Cross your left arm over your right. And then find your variation. Hands come to the shoulders. Backs of the hands come to touch, or the palms of the hands come to touch. Listen to your body and connect with your breath. You are strong and steady. Can you bend into that knee a little bit more? Let's unwind. Shake it out one more time. And then come to stand in Tadasana at the back of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms wide. Bring the palms to touch at the top. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward and walk your hands forward. We'll come into a plank for one round of breath. Exhale, push back to a downward facing dog. Look up between the hands. Step the right foot forward between the hands. Drop the back knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift up into a low lunge. You can either stay here or you can join me for an open arms twist. Inhale, find a tall spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Arms come out into a T. And you can leave the back knee down, or you can tuck the back toes, lift up into a high lunge. Breathe deeply. Stay strong in your legs. Crown of the head lifts up towards the sky. Inhale, come back to the front. Press the hands into the mat. Step back to a downward facing dog for 2 rounds of breath. Deep, expansive inhalations and exhalations. Gaze looks up at the hands. Step your left foot between the hands. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, lift up into a low lunge. Palms face one another, fingertips reach towards the sky. If you'd like to join me for the twist, inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Then you can either stay here in a low lunge, or you can untuck the back toes, extend the right leg. Fingertips reaching away from one another. Inhale, come back, facing forward. Press the palms, push back into a downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Look up at the hands, step the right foot forward, seal the back heel, and let's come up into a warrior two. Chest and hips are square with the left side of your mat. Fingertips reach forward and back. Gaze is just over those front fingertips. Next, bring the right elbow to the top of the right thigh. Bring the left hand to the sacrum, making sure that chest is really broad and open here. And you can leave your right arm where it's at for side angle stretch, or you can get a block and place your hand on the block. Lift the left arm up and over, fingertips reaching towards the upper corner of the room. Breathe deeply here. If you have a block, hold on to it and use the left arm to assist you up. And then let's switch the feet. Right toes come in, left toes point out. And you can place your block next to your mat in preparation for side angle stretch on the other side. Arms come out long, bend into that front knee, coming into warrior two on the left side. Gaze is just over those front fingertips. Stand strong and steady in your warrior two pose. Bring your left elbow to the top of your left thigh. Right hand comes to the sacrum. And prepare for side angle stretch. Do you want to leave your left arm where it's at? Or do you want to get that block? Place your hand on the block. Lift the right arm up and over, fingertips reaching towards the upper corner of the room. It should be a nice long line from your fingertips down to your right foot. Move that block out of the way. Come back to warrior two. Straighten the front knee. Hands come to your hips. Let's inhale. Find a tall spine. Exhale, fold forward. Hands can come to the ground. Shift your weight into the balls of your feet. Breathe into this opening. Let's rotate around to the front of the mat. Hands press into your mat. Step down, back into a downward facing dog. And you can either take a downward facing dog here or a child's pose. Knees come wide, big toes come to touch. Hips sink back to your heels. Arms extend long. Rest your forehead on the mat if that's available to you. Send your breath all throughout your body. One more round of breath. Let's slowly come out of the pose and we'll meet down on the ground. We'll send the right leg out long. The sole of the left foot comes into the right inner thigh. And let's bring the chest square with the left knee. and the right arm extends long down by your shin. Left arm lifts up and over, fingertips reaching towards the upper corner of your room. Check in with your sit bones. They should both be evenly rooted down here. One more deep round of breath. Just come on out of it and use your hands to assist your legs. We'll switch to the other side. Left leg extends long. The sole of the right foot comes to the left inner thigh. Bring your chest square to your right knee. Send the left arm down the left leg. Right arm reaches up and over. And breathe into this opening. Deep, expansive inhalations and exhalations here. Lift on out of the pose, and then we'll come to meet on our backs. Feet press into the mat, about hips width distance apart. Knees point up towards the sky. Arms extend long by your sides, palms pressing into the mat. When you're ready, push your feet and the back of your head into the mat. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Coming into bridge pose. Breathe deeply here. Feel your low back engage, your glutes engage, your abdomen engage. Can you lift your hips a little bit higher? Really pushing the back of the head into the mat. Exhale, lower on down. Give your knees a nice hug. You can rock from side to side. You can draw circles on the ceiling with your knees, massaging the low back, going both directions. And then when you're ready, find your Shavasana pose. Extend your legs long, your arms long. Palms face up. Get as comfortable as possible here. If you need to place any props underneath your knees or your neck, grab those now. And when you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep inhalation through the nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm. Feel your body release into your mat. Bring your awareness to your toes. Feel all of your toes relax. Release the soles of your feet and the tops of your feet. Relax your shins and your calf muscles. Release the fronts and backs of your thighs. Soften your hips and glutes. Feel your whole back release into the mat. Relax your shoulder blades. Release tension from your shoulders. Let go of your biceps and triceps. Relax your forearms, the fronts and the backs. Relax the palms of your hands, the backs of your hands, and all of your fingers. Soften your belly. Feel your whole chest soften. Relax your throat and neck. Release tension from your jaw. Soften your tongue. Relax your cheeks, your nose, and your eyes. Release your forehead, your ears, and the back of your head. Release the crown of your head. Feel a wave of relaxation wash over your body. Bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. Take a deep inhalation through the nose. Open your mouth, let something go. Gently bring movement back into your body. You could wiggle your fingers and toes, move your head back and forth from side to side. You could give your knees a hug or extend long. When you're ready, roll to one side for a few rounds of breath in the fetal position. Keeping your eyes closed, push yourself up to a comfortable seat. Take a scan of your body. Notice how you feel now. Coming back to santosha, contentment. You are present with the raw truth, whether that be good, bad, ugly, smelly, or sublime. May you cultivate a clear and compassionate space within which life unfolds. On your next inhalation, let's sweep the arms wide, bring the palms to touch at the top, and then bring the hands down to heart center. Let's come back to that intention you set at the beginning of class. Honor your intention, and then let it go. Let's bring the thumbs to touch the forehead as a reminder of kind thoughts. Thumbs touch the mouth as a reminder of kind words, and thumbs touch the heart as a reminder of kind intentions. May you take santosha with you throughout your day. Namaste.